Hello, YouTube. As some of y'all know, Kinetic Games just dropped a huge preview for the quality of life update that's coming on July 21st. And this is one of the biggest improvement patches that we've had so far, and it is much needed. Uh, they are not adding any new ghosts or maps at this time. This is going to be purely a quality of life and bug fix update. With the exception of the rework for Willow Street that will be dropping at the same time. Uh, so hopefully, this fixes a lot of those bugs and annoyances that we've had over these past couple weeks and months, and and it just hopefully improves the gameplay to where it's in a playable state rather than what it's in right now. Uh, as I said, it's going to be releasing on July 21st. The Willow Street rework will be part of this update. Uh, this is going to be only part one of a two-part planned update. The other update, they're hoping for late August, maybe early September. Uh, so hopefully these are the bug fixes, and the rest of it's going to be kind of improvements on the second part. But let's get into what those improvements and everything are for this patch. The hand animations are going to be removed. They're going to roll those back. And to me, this is one of the biggest things that they could have done, because it is supposed to be improving the grabbing and dropping animations. So there should not be any more waiting. And it should end up feeling a lot more responsive. Um, the other players will still be able to see your animations, but you won't. So anything that speeds that up, I feel is going to be so worth it. And they're also improving the journal. So the journal is going to be opening faster. It's going to be moved closer to the player's frame to make it easier to read. And that's just going to be, that's a small quality of life, but it's a nice one, because sometimes, for some people it can be a little hard to read, especially uh, if I have my glasses off. I need it as close to the screen as I can. uh, when you're changing equipment, you can now use cancel use animations to make the swaps even faster, which, if it works, will be extremely nice, especially when you're trying to run, the times 15 solo, every second counts. Uh, they are also going to be working on the lighting of the map and around the player. Uh, they're going to be having better ambient lighting, faster eye adaptation. That way, some of these dark maps and rooms will be a lot easier to see and navigate. Because I know y'all know, so the the high school, that is a dark map, and even with a flashlight, it's dark. So hopefully, this improves it a little bit. That was just a little easier to navigate. Um, with the shop and customization, they're improving that so that you'll be able to zoom in on certain cosmetics, uh, so you can see them better and see how they look on your character. They're also going to be hiding cosmetics and player ID cards that are no longer obtainable, which to me makes sense, because you don't want to see something that you missed out on but you really wanted. uh, they're going to work on the ghosts and ghost evidence. So now the Obaki shapeshift uh, can count towards the video objectives, which is nice touch. Anything that adds more ability to get objectives is definitely worth it. Uh, the one thing I am not sure on myself is the Apocalypse Challenge. Uh, they're going to allow any media to count, not just photos. So to me, that kind of makes me feel like the Apocalypse Challenge is a little easier because certain media is easier to obtain than trying to grab a photo of a ghost while it's trying to hunt you. Um, I'll touch on the tutorial improvement, which they're requiring you to get the ghost orb recording to get through the tutorial. So I mean that's not really that major of a change. It's just teaching, uh, better teaching players that this is how you get the ghost orb. So uh, one of the bigger parts of this fix is going to be the photo system, which unique photos will take priority. Duplicate photos won't overwrite valuable evidence. And it's just going to me, I feel like it's going to be a better evidence detection overall because, if with duplicates not overriding valuable evidence, that's great. And as long as unique and everything take priority, that is perfect. So we'll see how that gets implemented once it releases. One of the changes to a map is going to be in Sunny Meadows. The ghosts will no longer be able to lock one of the wing doors if unless you and the ghost are inside that wing, and then it will lock that. It will still lock the front door. So if you're outside the wing and it's inside the wing, the front door gets locked, but it will still be able to wander outside the wing as well as you can go actually inside the wing. So, which to me that makes a lot more sense because I feel like the ghost shouldn't lock the door unless you're in there with it. So that makes it kind of like a little bit more scary situation. They're going to be working with the network stability and hopefully improve uh, the connection so it has fewer disconnects and also hopefully lower latency between players. There is a huge amount of bug fixes that they're doing, uh, which probably spend all day going over them. But uh, some of the player fixes is the infinite sprint bug, the revival bug, the journal bug, which could actually like freeze you in place. Your cosmetics always resetting, which I've seen firsthand. That was rather annoying because then you gotta go back and fix it all. And of course, the character animation issues. Uh, Also, just about every major piece of equipment is getting fixed. Uh, the flashlight bugs, uh, the equipment going invisible, the spirit box fixes, the Ouija board, the video camera, the haunted mirror, the nice instant bug for trolling your friends. The one where you light it fast enough and can drop it, and it still looks like it's a unused incense to everyone. Like, that was fun to troll. I will probably miss doing that. So hopefully that kind of stays in some form. All right, some of the ghost fixes, they're fixing the phantom ability, the Yuri door bug, which to me is going to be a huge fix because it's to me right now, sir, the Yuri's uh, door touch ability, you can't really distinguish that from any other ghost at the moment. So that's going to be a huge fix for solo and zero evidence. Uh, Fixing the multiple Cormos bugs, and they're just going to they're going to work on improving the ghost interactions overall as well. The map fixes they're working on is most of the maps where people have been getting stuck in, where they found those random spots that just kind of glitch and they just stuck. So the high school, Bleasdale, Sunny Meadows, Woodwind, Maple Lodge, but basically all the maps. They're going to work on those fixes and make the make the game experience more pleasurable instead of being a headache every time you go into one. Uh, VR is also getting improvements. They're going to get better camera stability, the height fix, uh, equipment fixes, and of course they're going to get the journal improvements as well. They also have said that they are getting a brand new VR character rig, and that is supposed to be coming in the August update. So that's going to be huge for VR players. Um, things that things that they talked about but aren't coming up in this update, but will be coming out either in August or hopefully by the end of the year. Is they're going to work on new key bindings, such as kind of like number keys for inventory on the PC, so you can kind of hotspot between them uh, when you're in your base, uh, and more evidence improvements, and just a lot more that they have not gone over yet. So altogether, this is going to be one of the biggest and most needed updates that Phasmophobia has, you know, needed. In all honesty, because the game is just not fun at the moment for a lot of people, and hopefully these changes and fixes will get some of these players back. Uh, because almost every change is going to be making the game smoother, faster, and hopefully less frustrating. Because we all know it's frustrating at the moment. Uh, and yeah, one of the biggest things is going to be just the animations alone going between the items. That's going to be one of the biggest ones I'm looking forward to, just because it, you know those couple seconds between swaps, that's life and death in some of these maps on some of these difficulties, and it's not fun to die when you're trying to switch items. Another one, and another one I'm really looking forward to is the photo system. So it should make it a little bit more streamlined and better. So yeah, if y'all are excited about the July 21st update, let me know down in the comments. You know, which changes are you looking forward to the most? You know, is it the photo system? Is it the animations? Is it something else? So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will work on making some more news and guides in the future. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.